Hi there and Happy New Year. Welcome to 2025. My name is Nick Barraclough and I'm president at AKCP, and I hope that you've been following along with our series of videos. We've been following the construction of our 1 megawatt test data center. We've had a little pause over the Christmas and New Year holiday, and now we're back and ready and raring to go for 2025. Over the holiday period, not much progress, of course, but since we've come back, we've been continuing work on the test data center electrical connection. So our bus ducts are already being installed as we finish off the steel support structure for those last year. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the progress that we've had with the installation of the bus ducts, also as well as some of the expansion of our production space. So for those of you who aren't familiar with exactly what it is we're doing, I've got a short video that we're going to play now, which will just introduce to you what it is that we've been doing over the past few months with the construction and preparation of our 1 megawatt test data center, and also what the design is and how it's going to be being used to showcase all of AKCP's monitoring technology. That's both environmental, security, and power monitoring, some innovative cooling methods for the data center, and our DCIM central management software. It's all going to be showcased in this test data center. So let's take a look at that short video. For those of you who've been following along, you can go forward a minute or so and see our latest progress. So what you can see on the screen right now is our 3D representation of the test data center that's under construction. We've got hot aisle containment, cold aisle containment, fan walls. We have a few videos which go into more detail on this, which you can check out the link in the description. In addition to the hot aisle containment with the rooftop heat exchangers, we'll also have in-row AHUs and the fan wall in there. And then in our cold aisle containment area, we have a raised access floor and in-row AHUs also. So here I am in data center hall number 1, where we've finished last year the steel structure, which is being used to hold up our overhead heat exchangers, which will be cooling air directly as it leaves the hot aisle. In between these columns, we've got space for 3 racks. So we've got 3 and 3, and then 3 and 3. So a total of 12 rack hot aisle containment pod, or 10 racks together with 2 in-row AHUs. And what we've been doing since we've come back this week is continuing with the electrical installation. So we're going to have overhead power distribution. You can see the bus bars here, which are suspended from the overhead structure. This structure is also going to support our water pipes, which will be bringing cold water into the heat exchangers and the hot water return. So they will be installed later, but we want to finish off the electrical connections first. So on these bus ducts, we have distribution boxes, or what are called breakout boxes. You can see we've got one already installed over there. So this breakout box, it has 3 power connectors on the bottom of it, and into that we will be able to plug in our space heaters, which we're using to simulate 9 kilowatts of power per rack. So we have 3, 3, and 3, as we have 3 sets of space heaters, 3 kilowatts, 3 kilowatts, 3 kilowatts, hence the 3 sockets. So this will be repeated all the way along here. We have 6 of those breakout boxes, another 6 on the other side, and that's our power distribution. And that comes back to a main box at the wall here, which is currently being installed, and that will have these wires terminated to it. So in hall number 1 we have that, and in hall number 2 we have basically the same setup. If we go and take a look over here, we have this one installed. Now, in hall number 2, we have cold aisle containment, and we don't have the high ceiling. So we're showing here 2 different types of data center setup. So you can see the clearance we have between the top of the rack and the bus duct here. It's going to be quite tight. We have the distribution box there, and we've got a small space, just enough to plug it in. So we couldn't have a raised access floor here with the overhead bus ducts because of the ceiling height. So in this part of the data center, we will actually have a raised access floor, cold aisle containment, but we will not use the overhead bus bar distribution. Instead, the power is going to be coming in under the raised access floor, hence the provision for those wires there. So continuing on with the electrical works, and we're aiming in another around 7 to 10 days to have all of the electrical works finished. Then we can clear up this space and we paint the floor and put the glass in, and then we're ready to start installing all of the racks and containment pods in all of the various locations here. In addition to the test data center construction, we've also got an expansion of our production space that has been ongoing. This area here is provisioned for some new metalwork machines. So over here in this space, we will have a press brake that should be being delivered in the next week. So we'll be doing a video on that, the delivery and installation of the press brake. And over here, we already have delivered a hydraulic press insertion machine. So this is used for inserting standoffs, etc., into the product. So we have the insertion machine and the press brake, which will be installed in this area here. We've also brought in some high lift machinery, so we can also move around some of the heavier metal parts. In addition, in this area, we're going to be putting in the room behind us here. This will be a Metalworks QA area, going through to an inventory, and another machine shop area, which will be on the other side of this wall, where also our laser machine is and milling machines. So this is our kind of Metalworks, metal fabrication, expansion of production, so we can bring that in-house, just like we already have in-house our SMT lines and so on. So that will allow us to be more agile and quicker turnaround of customized products. So as you can see, lots going on, and we've made some good progress in the week that we've been back. The production space expansion is almost complete, and the construction crew that are in there will be moving into the test data center shortly. As the electrical guys are finished, we'll be able to start our fixing of the water pipes, and also as well finishing off the beautification of the space. And I think coming in next week, we should also have our HVAC ducting system being delivered, and we'll be starting to install that. So it's going to start looking a lot more finished and like a test data center in the coming weeks. So I hope that you're finding these videos informative and you're enjoying the journey that we're on with the construction of this. And in another few weeks, once it's all finished, we'll be starting to install all of the AKCP devices, and then we'll be taking a look at how our technologies are deployed in a real life situation in a data center. So don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up to date with all of the videos that we're releasing, and I hope to see you in our next video.